Hello and welcome. I am Phil, aka the Scraggy Beard. This is my first tutorial, so I hope you like it. Today I will hopefully teach you how to create a simple snowflake pattern in using Inkscape. This is a really good free package which mimics Adobe Illustrator type stuff. Yes, it's a vector graphics design suite. Okay, so let's get into it. So firstly, I am going to just use the square tool and make a line. I will then create another square coming off that. It needs to be about here, about this much from the top, a little bit. About similar width to it. It doesn't matter too much if it's not. You would then grab the arrow key, click on this again, and this will give you the option to rotate. If you grab one of the top ones, just rotate it, and you can pick it up and drag. There we go. I've left these corners rounded because I think it makes it look like quite a nice shape with the rounded corners. So now I have this in sort of position that I'd like it. I can copy it, which is Control and D, and then using the flip object button, I can flip it the other way and move that to the other side. And then if I want to position them so they're on the same level, if I can click them both so you select one and then you press shift and click on the other. You can then use the center on vertical axis, incorrect, center on horizontal axis, and that will put them on the same axis, so they're together. And then if you get this, unfortunately it doesn't show on my recording screen for some reason, but if you go up to path at the top, then the fourth option down is union, and if you click on union, it joins them together. So this is different to group. You can separate them. Union, it's usually like a permanent thing. So once you've got those together, you can highlight them, shift and click on the straight stick, and you can make sure they are level vertically by clicking on the align center on the vertical axis button. If you'd like to move them up a little bit, I might move them up a little bit and then do that again. Okay, so now I've got this basic shape. I'm going to click on the two prongs that I've just done and copy that again, so Control D, and then I want to flip that so horizontally like so. Again, bring this down to the bottom, probably around about where I want to have it when I've finished. And again, center these, so I shift click on the top one and center them on the vertical. And then I can also create a union between these again, so that's path, fourth one down, union. So once I have that highlighted, I can click on the central stick, and again, if I do vertical and horizontal alignment, that will mean that they are both, that means that like everything matches. So here I could do the union again. So if I grab it, highlight it all, path, union, and then that's all one object. At this point, what I can do is make a copy, move it off to one side, and then if I ever want to use that again, I have it available if I unionize this whole shape here. Okay, so the next thing I need to do is rotate this again. So if you click it twice, you get the rotate button, but this time if you press Control and then rotate, it sort of does this sort of jerky movement, but that means it's putting it exactly at certain angles. So again, Control and D to copy the shape. Press Control and spin it round. 1, 2, 3. If you do it 4 times, it comes to the, again, if you Control D, do it 4 times again. 1, 2, 3, 4. You get the basic snowflake shape. What I'll do is create a union again, just so this is a top shape. Don't forget I saved this one for later, so I can, if this goes wrong, I have that basic shape to be able to use again. So this is just the basic snowflake shape, which is fairly nice to look at anyway. What you could do is, when you have this shape, you can maybe create more prongs. I mean, so I should have saved this a little earlier and made a different shape out of it, but it's easy just to grab this and make another shape again. Up it, spin it, and copy this second bit, flip it again, so it's the other side, and again centralize on the horizontal axis, so they're both lined. Again, oops, can create a union out of these. Copy it and flip it. Align these two again. Then create a union with these again. And then grab the outer shape and align it vertically. And again, what we can do with this is union and do exactly the same process again. So Control D to copy, Shift, my apologies, Control, spin it 4 times, Control D, spin it 4 times, and there we have a different shape with a few more prongs in it. So again, what we'll do is Control D, and now I have this shape again. It's very straightforward to make these shapes, so I'm not going to bother too much about saving them all and having different ones, because it's, as you can see, it's quite straightforward. Union this one again, and there we go. So it's 2 basic Christmas shapes. What you can do with these is you can add more to them. So if I come over here to the stars and polygon option, I have a star here, give it 6 corners, because we have 6 of these. It doesn't have to be very central, but if you press Control and move it up and down, it's sort of, again, it does that sort of the same thing as when you're turning the shape, so you can so it sort of clicks into shape. So I'll make this about this big on this one. So I now have a central star column. What I can do is, again, Control D. As you can see, I have a new star. Don't forget to lock your width and your height thing together, so it will not change. It won't like distort or anything like that. If I change this to a different colour, so you can see what is happening, what I can do is make this about this size. This looks okay. Okay, so you don't need to worry about getting it exactly perfect, because you can click on this shape you just made, the order shape, and again use the align tool to align it exactly central. You can then, if you go to, again, the path at the top, And under union where we had before, you've got difference, and then that will cut out a hole, because it'll take the new smaller shape, and it will basically just chop the a hole in the old shape for you. And there we have a new shape, so that's another Christmassy shape. What I would like to do is just move this. Oops. Sometimes if you click on it twice in quick succession, it goes the nodes. So what I'd like to do is I would like to copy this. And again, you can just put it out the way. This comes in here. And again, all you have to do is click on the old shape and align centrally, like that. It's a new Christmassy shape. Again, I can copy and paste that, move it out the way, and then if I ever want to like change any of these, I can do. Create a union of this. Path union. So I can do the same with this shape here. It's been missing onto the whiter background. But what I'll do this time, right. So what I want to do this time is choose the same shape, but instead I'll choose the polygon rather than the star. And again, press Control, so that will click it into shapes. And make sure you click the arrow at the top, Control and D. Again, I'll change it to a different colour so you can see it. Make it a little smaller. There we go. Centralize, and again, path, and go to difference. There we go. I'll change this to red. I'm clicking all of it, and I can just go to red and change it all the same to the same colour. I'll probably end up turning these blue at some point. And again, if you want to add another layer on there, go to oops. Go to the polygons, grab a new polygon, and make sure you're on this, grab that, and center. Make sure this is center as well. There we go, that's a new shape. And copy and paste this one. Move that out of the way, and as you can see, centralize that one and that one, so let's get it. As you can see from the same basic shape, I have now 1, 2, 3, 4 different snowflakes. And this, oops. So now I can save this one, and I can come back into this one and change it again. So back to polygons, change it, change colour. So to see what's going on. Make it smaller again. Oops. There we go. You can either chop this out this way, like you did before. Let's center it first. And object, path, difference. So now you've got 2 shapes in. Or, if I delete that, what I can do is grab this outer one, copy it, line it. There we go. So that is how to make several small, well, small, you can make them as big or as small as you like, but that's how to make several different snowflake patterns. I hope you found this tutorial educational, and I hope you learned something. Thank you very much for watching.